structure called as incremental lines. It happens in increments, a periodic rhythm. So that is very nicely observed in the structure of enamel. Is that clear? So like how you see growth rings in a tree, a big large trunk of a tree, if you just slice it, you know that there are growth rings. Similarly, all hard tissue will have incremental lines. Is that clear? All hard tissues. Enamel also is a hard tissue, it will also have incremental line. The incremental line of enamel is called as retzius. It is called as incremental line of retzius. Every hard tissue has its own name. So what is an incremental line? It denotes the sequential periodic deposition of hard tissues. Okay, that is very clearly evident. So how is that evident is what next thing. So it is a daily rhythmic deposition. So morning, if the deposition starts, there will be a pause. That pause is hypomineralized. Got it? So there is a break. The break, no activity is happening. So that line area will be lesser mineralized. Is that clear? So those are incremental lines. Again it will start, deposit, wait. So those waiting lines, okay, are called as incremental lines, and that will be less mineralized than the other zones. Is that clear? So work, rest, work, rest, work, rest. So that is represented by the lines. So this typically happens for all hard tissues. Enamel also it happens. So that is one thing which you should remember. And then there is something called as gnarled enamel. G is silent, N-A-R-L-E-D. Gnarled enamel. Okay. So again, spelling wise you can feel comfortable to read it, and you can pronounce it however you want. Earlier when we were students, people used to be very fussy about pronunciations, but later we understood that pronunciations doesn't matter as long as you understand the concept. So gnarled enamel, however you want, you can remember. So what is gnarled enamel? So these are, if you can see, gnarled enamel is a structure which is seen in
what was the name for the incremental?
What
was the name for the incremental lines?
retzius, R-E-T-Z-I-U-S. So look at this. So gnarled enamel are those enamel which are there in the cuspal tips. Why cuspal tips has a different structure? Mainly because the cuspal tip is the one which will get the impact force during mastication. The first place to get that impact force. So here the rods would be intertwined to give more reinforcement. Is that clear? Imagine a building where there is wire mesh reinforcement for pillars. Similarly, this is the place where there is a lot of impact forces which will happen. So those areas, the rods are slightly intertwined and kept to add on for reinforcement, to make it more stronger. So that kind of structural change, modification at the cuspal tip is called as gnarled enamel. Okay. All these you will be seeing in the microscope. And then there is another structure which is called as surface area of enamel. It's not here, I'm just trying to take it in a sequence. So surface area of enamel, then surface enamel. So enamel outer surface. There are some structures on the outer surface. Okay, so the first structure on the outer surface is called as perikymata. Perikymata. Peri means around. Okay, so what are perikymata? It is just a series of projections on the surface. What do they represent? They represent the outer manifestation or external manifestation of incremental lines of retzius. So what is incremental line of retzius? Periodic rhythmic deposition of hard tissue. That is clear? On the outside, they will be seen like this. You can feel like this. Is it uniform? No. You have a projection and then there is a, it's not smooth, right? This is how exactly